Hello students, good morning. I am Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, in the previous classes we were discussing the chapter 15 of English grammar, that is tenses. Dear students, in this topic, in this chapter we have read already present tense and its subkinds: present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Dear students, in the past tense we have also read past indefinite tense in the previous classes. Dear students, those who did not attend the previous class at my previous class can watch the video at my YouTube channel. Dear students, today we will discuss the past continuous tense. Dear students, as we all have read, in the present continuous tense, the action denote the continuity. Here again, the action denote continuity, but here it denotes the action that had happened, that is continue in the past times. So what does mean by past continuous tense? You can see, you can also open your notebook and write down. Just see, past continuous tense is used to express an activity which was progress during the certain time in the past. Okay, it means the action is in process in the past time. Okay students, so just write down. It is also given in your book. You can write, past continuous tense is used to express an activity which was in progress during the certain time in the past. Okay, it means the action is in process, the action is going on, but in the past time, not in the present. Okay students, and there are so many things that you should keep in your mind, that no need to write, you write only up to this. And there are two helping verbs we use, was and were. Okay, in this tense, in past continuous tense, we use two helping verbs, was and were. Yes students, just see, here we use was with singular subject I, he, she, it, and singular subject. Singular subject means that denotes only one things. And here were, we use were with you, we, they, and plural subject. Plural subject means more than one. It denotes more than one thing. Okay students, so keep in your mind, there are two helping verbs that we use in this tense, that is was and were. We use was with I, he, she, it and singular subject, and we use were with you, we, they and plural subject. Dear students, one more thing that you have already read in the present continuous tense, that we add ing to the main verb. Okay, to the main verb. You see, that is also known as fourth form of the verb. Okay, and in the verb, suppose that your verb is play, in which we will add ing, it becomes play. Okay, that we will discuss in the formation of the sentences, in the formation of past continuous tense. So you write it only, the meaning, just write down. What does mean by continuous? What does mean by past continuous tense? Just see, past continuous tense is used to express an activity which was in progress during the time in the past. Okay students, so just write down it in your notebook, and after completing it you will put the heading formation of present continuous tense. Okay, formation of present continuous tense. Okay students, I am going to erase it. I hope that you all have written. So just put the heading formation of present continuous tense. Formation of present continuous tense. Dear students, if you are getting any kind of problem, any kind of difficulties in understanding, you may ask on WhatsApp. So just put the heading formation of past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. Continuous tense. Just see, formation of past continuous tense. Dear students, here as we all have read in the previous tenses also, that each tenses can be formed in three forms: affirmative, negative, and interrogative. And interrogative is divided in two subkinds, that is just no type and WH type. Just see. So first of all, we will discuss the affirmative structure, affirmative sentences. So students, put the heading affirmative sentence. You see, affirmative sentence. And just see what would be the structure of it. There will be subject, okay, subject, then after helping verb, was and were according to the subject. Dear students, I have already told you, we use was with the singular subject, we use were with the plural subject. If your subject is singular, you will use was. If your subject is plural, then you will use were. Okay, so just see here. And then after verb, and in the verb I have told you work is in process, in continuous. So for showing the procession of work, showing the continuous of a work, we will add ing to the main verb. Then after, if object is there, we will add object. If complement is there, we will add complement. And then after, full stop. So just see, this is your structure, and on the basis of this structure you have to construct, we have to form the sentences. Just see, example we can see also. Just see, Mohan, first example you can write here. It is first, Mohan is reading. Sorry, dear students, here in this sentence we do not use is, are, am. Here we have to use the helping verb was and were according to the subject. Subject is singular, therefore we will use here was. Okay, so just see, Mohan was, read is the main verb, and in which we will add ing, it becomes reading. Mohan was reading a book. Okay, so here subject is singular, therefore I have added here the helping verb was, and in the verb I have added ing, and you can see the object also. Mohan is reading a book. And one more sentence you can see, children. Child is singular and children is plural. The word children is plural. So it is plural, so what we will use here? Were. Okay, children were, play is your verb, then you will add here what? Ing, playing. Children were playing football. Okay, you can see this is your structure. If your subject will be singular, then you will add was. Okay, if your subject is plural, then you will use helping verb were, and in the main verb we will add ing. Okay, and if object is there, you can mention. If there is no need of an object, we will not use. Okay, so this is the structure, and on the basis of this structure we will construct the sentence, and just write down the structure and examples in your notebook. Okay students, if you are getting any kind of problem, you may ask. Okay, so students, I hope that you all have written, or you may also take the screenshot. Okay, I am going to erase it. I hope that you all have written. Now we will discuss the negative sentences. Okay, so you put the heading negative sentence. Okay students, just put the heading negative sentence, formation of negative sentence. Just see, second, we will write negative sentences, negative. Okay, negative sentence. just see students, what would be the structure of it? There will be subject, okay, and then helping verb was and were according to the subject, then negative word not will be there, then after verb will be there, in the verb we will add ing, and if object is there we will add object, if there is no object we will not add an object, okay. Then after, at the end of the sentence we will use full stop, okay. So this is your structure. You can see subject, and according to subject was and were, and then after negative word because the sentence is negative, and then after verb, in the verb we will add ing, then after, if object is there we will mention object, then after full stop, okay. So just see here, Mohan is subject, that is singular, and with the singular we will use was, and negative word we will use here not. Mohan was not reading, okay. Reading is a verb, in the verb we will add ing, and there is a verb object, that is book. You see, Mohan was not reading a book, that is your sentence. And one more sentence we can see. You see, children is plural, and with the plural we will add here the helping verb were, and we will make negative with, and you see, play is there, we will add ing. Children were not playing football, okay. This is your negative sentence. You can see this is your negative structure of present continuous tense. There will be subject, and according to subject we will use was and were, then after negative word, then after verb, in the verb we will add ing, then after object, then after full stop at the end of the sentence. You can see the example, Mohan was not reading a book and children were not playing football, okay students. So this is the example of negative structure, negative sentences. You can see it, you can write it in your notebook, and if you are getting any kind of problem you may ask on WhatsApp, okay students. I hope that you all have understood, you all have written in your notebook. So I am going to erase it. Now we will discuss the interrogative sentences. Okay, just put the heading interrogative. Next heading, that is interrogative sentence. Just put the next heading, interrogative sentence. Interrogative, okay, that is interrogative sentence. Just see students, there are two types of interrogative. I have already told you, SNO type and WS type. SNO type, okay. So just see, what does mean by SNO type? It always start with the helping verb. So what would be the structure here? Was and were in the beginning according to the subject, okay. Was and were, then after subject will be there, okay. Then after, if negative word is there you can also mention, if no negative word is there you will not mention. Then after verb, in the verb we will add ing, then after object, if there is object you will mention, and at the end of the sentence we will use the question mark, okay. This is your structure of SNO type interrogative sentence. We can see the example. Let's see example first. Was Mohan your verb is read. Just see, was Mohan read is a verb, in the verb we will add ing. Was Mohan reading a book? Okay, you can see there is subject Mohan, that is singular, therefore we will add the helping verb was. Okay, was Mohan reading? Read is main verb. In the verb I have added here ing, so it becomes reading, and that is your object. Was Mohan reading a book? And another sentence we can see, were children, children, just say students, children, were children playing football? Okay, this is your example. Were children playing football? Yes, you can write it. This is your structure. Was, were, then subject, then verb. In the verb we will add ing, then object, then question mark. You can see the example. Was Mohan reading a book? Were children playing football? And these two sentences are formed on the basis of this structure. So keep in your mind the structure. Okay, that is the structure of SNO type interrogative sentence of past continuous tense. Okay, students, so just write down, and after completing it you will put the heading WS type. Okay, so I'm going to erase it. I hope that you all have understood. Okay. Let's see next heading, WS type. Dear students, I have already told you that interrogative sentences consist of two types. There are two types. Okay, SNO type and WS type. And WS type always start with the WH words such as what, were, where, when, which, how. Okay, when. So WS type word we will add here. Okay, in the beginning. Then after helping verb was and were according to the subject. Okay, then after subject, if your subject is singular you will add was, if your subject is plural you will add were. Then after verb, in the verb we will add ing, then after object, then after question mark. Okay, this is your structure, and on the basis of this structure you have to construct the sentence. Example we can see. Let's see first example. What, where, was Mohan reading a book? You can see, where was Mohan reading a book? And one more sentence we can see. Okay, when were children playing football? Just see students, this is your structure. On the basis of this structure I have constructed the sentences. Just see, where was Mohan reading a book? And when were children playing football? Okay students, here you can see the word Mohan is singular, therefore here the helping verb is was. Here the children is plural, therefore here helping verb is were. Okay students, so students keep in your mind, here in this tense work is in process in the past times, and here we use two helping verbs was and were. We use was with I, he, she, it and singular subject, and we use were with you, we, they and plural subject, and in the verb we also add ing. Okay, and today we have also read the affirmative, negative and interrogative structure of past continuous tense. Yes friends, I hope that you all have understood the things. If you are getting any kind of problem, in this tense, in past continuous tense, you may ask on WhatsApp. Yes, students, your homework is to complete the exercises based on this tense in past continuous tense. Okay, students, exercises are given at the page number 77. You may complete it. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.